So everybody, believe it or not, this is your mind. In the morning, when you first wake up, clear and radiant and calm and still. The sun is shining, it's a good day, and your mind is good. Now, what is the first thing that you do in the morning when you wake up?
Think.
Yes, Katie?
Think.
Exactly. You start thinking.
Mean?
What?
What does enlighten mean?
What is enlightened? Well, we'll talk. Elated.
Excited.
It's kind of like excited, or it's like if you look in the mirror, that's a good description of elated.
Oh.
She's elated, excited. So this is your mind, calm and clear, and then you start thinking. So what were your guys' thoughts when you first woke up this morning? Yes, Sophia, you can come on and put your thought in the jar. You can pick what color thought.
So what was your thought?
I felt happy because I wanted to have the sleepover.
Happy because he wanted to have the sleepover.
Oh, good. Now notice what's happening to our mind, everybody. It's
Like a
still
snowball.
relatively clear. You can still see through it. It's still pretty still and pretty settled. But now that we have more and more thoughts coming in, what's it looking like?
Snow.
It's looking a little like a snow globe.
It's kind of not so clear.
It's kind of not so clear anymore. So we have a lot of thoughts going on now. We have some happy thoughts and some sad thoughts.
So I had a couple mixed thoughts.
I bet.
One of my thoughts was that I was in a sling, which really sucked. The other thought I had was that I'm getting new shoes, but I can't have them because I ordered them online and I'm going to, so I have to wait until I'm in North Dakota.
Oh man.
For 2 weeks, so.
Are they being delivered to North Dakota?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Dayton?
Yay! Thank you for waiting, Dayton. You were very patient.
Looks so
I
nice
was
today.
sad for my kitty because she had to go in the basement because we were going to the hotel, and I was happy that we got to go to the hotel.
Oh, good.
So, I'll do this.
Blue and gold.
Wow, you were really sad. That's a lot of sadness. What does our mind look like now? Clumps.
Color meteor rock.
Yeah. And then, so after we started thinking, what happened then? Go a little faster. I know I got out of bed, and then I rushed upstairs, and I realized that I was running late, and I had to eat breakfast, and I had to get ready really quickly. So I started running around, and then my mind started getting all topsy-turvy turned up.
Purple.
And then there was traffic, and so I started getting mad that I was running late to Rites of Passage, and so I swerved around the tractor and started going faster, and the whole time my mind was getting more and more turned up.
Whoa.
Okay, so that happens to all of us. Okay, so now we're going to see what happens when we just stop and meditate, see what it does to a rushing mind. So keeping our posture, our eyes are open on the ground, 2 feet in front of us, they're resting. And just take in the feeling of your breath going in and out of your nose and mouth, past your throat and filling your lungs, lifting your chest and then going out again. So to really feel our breath, let's take a deep breath together. Again. One more time. thought jumps into your head, you can just notice that you're thinking, and that's okay. Just come back to the feeling of your breath and sitting still. We're sitting for half as long as we did yesterday, so I trust that we can do it. My mind feels really busy this morning, so I'm going to count my out breaths to help me stay with my breath. You guys can do the same if you like. And when I ring the gong, stay still until you can't hear the gong anymore. When you can't hear it anymore, raise your hand. Staying still till you can't hear it anymore. So, what has happened to our experiment? All the thoughts settled to the bottom, and what does it look like now? Looks pretty clear.
Now we start
It looks
thinking
pretty close. It looks pretty close to when we first woke up, right? The thoughts are still in there. The thoughts didn't disappear because we were meditating, but instead of swirling around and making our minds so crazy we couldn't even see any of the thoughts, they were just all blurred together. Now they've all settled to the bottom. So that's what meditation does for our minds. When we're rushing really fast and all the thoughts are swirling around and around like a tornado, when we meditate, they just settle down. Just drift down, and then we can actually relate to our mind again because it's clear and we can actually look into it.
When I meditate, I usually count, and it just helps me meditate.
Yeah, I think counting is really helpful. I always count at the beginning of my meditations, and I've been meditating now since I did the Rites of Passage when I was 8 years old. And I still like to start out counting because we're really going so fast every day, running around, that we need tools like that to help us slow down a little bit. So how was your meditation today, Katie?
It made my back hurt.
It made your back hurt? Well, that's another part of meditation. The more we do it, the more comfortable our bodies get. So it is sort of like doing gymnastics. The first time, like maybe Stella knows because she does gymnastics, maybe the first time Stella did gymnastics, it was painful to try and do the split. But now it's probably normal and fine for her, right? So meditation is like that. The more we do it, the more our bodies and minds get used to it, and it's not so hard anymore.